My people, it's your buddy Tack. Today we're going to take a look at the Ontario SP10 Marine Raider Bowie. Technical specs: overall length just over 15 inches. The blade length is 9 3/4 inch. The thickness is 1/4 inch, which is pretty beefy. The weight, I'm not sure. It's got to be like around 1.5 pounds. The steel is 1095 carbon steel. The handle is made of Criton, and the blade type is a clip point with a partial flat grind. So here's the sheath it comes with. The sheath is kind of goofy. The sheath. Yeah, can't speak. It's half nylon. Then the backside is leather. It's kind of weird. It's got a little dangler there, which is nice, and that is leather. 2 snaps for the retention. It's kind of hokey, this one. I don't know. I don't really like that one. It snaps right there, and you see how it's cut out there, so it comes out like so. Now it also has this little D-ring on the bottom. Helps strap it to your leg. Check for rattle. No rattle whatsoever. Retail for this is usually around $100, but you can usually find it for around $60. First we'll check the initial sharpness. Now you can tell this is used. We've used it a couple times. This is actually for Miss Tack. I bought this for her. So let's check out how the sharpness is holding up. Now one thing, you see the swedge right there. It isn't sharp, but it's close, so it's not very comfortable to push on. But yeah, it's pretty dead stick. Let's get another one. Okay, you got something a little bit more, not so dead, I would say, but I'm not sure what kind of wood this is. Oh, black birch. Didn't look. It's not bad. Yeah, not that great, actually. It's not bad, but yeah, it's so-so. It's like sharper in some places than others. Like down here, it's not very sharp at all, shit. In the middle, it's a lot better. But yeah, so the sharpness is mediocre. Next, we'll see how this thing stabs. See if we get any slippage or anything. The one thing with knives like this, with that hilt, there's no way you're going to slip forward. And these Criton handles on these Ontarios are pretty grippy. Boy, and this has got one hell of a tip on it. This is a little dead, but damn. Now, one thing I just noticed, when you're stabbing that hard, if your hand's touching this, that does hurt a little bit. But boy, it really does penetrate like a mofo, though. Yeah! This is pretty dead, this log, but it's not like rotten yet. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, it's stabbing good. I'm not getting any shock through the handle. But like I said, if I'm touching that a little bit, if my hand's against that, it hurts a little bit. But it does stab really good. Time for the 10 chop test. See how this goes. Oh, I'm standing on a frickin' stick. I'm gonna scoop my hand all the way back. See, I like that it has that hook too. Helps it so it doesn't fly out of your hands. Yeah, no feeling of it flying out of my hands, no shock, and it does have a good amount of power. Now we'll see how this thing batons. This decent sized piece of wood, as you can see. This is, I think this is hickory. Let's see how she does. I still got the old baton from, man, what is this, 3 years old? Black locust, still going strong. I think it is gonna snap soon though. Let's give this thing a shot. Whoa, I didn't think it was gonna go through at first. Just tough getting it going. This is some hard stuff. You can tell by the sound. But once it gets going, pops right in half. Next, we'll try some sugar maple. Decent sized piece. See how she does. Yeah, I think we'll go this way with it. What the hell? We'll just split it like that. Boy, it's tough. Now, I'm not getting any shock whatsoever in that hand. That Criton really does a good job. These Ontarios are kind of on the cheaper side, like price. But man, they just seem to function really good. The handle is very simple, but it just works. Oh my God, look at it. After 3 years, my baton finally broke. Man, I'll have to get a piece of wood now. I'll be right back. I'll just have to use a piece I just cut. I don't know if this got enough weight to it now. There it goes. Yeah. No problem. That's a pretty tough piece of wood too. Ooh. I'm gonna try to see if I can just cleave this in half. I don't know. Let's try it. Oh shit! Nice. One more time, just for fun. Well, yeah, it definitely has power. So overall, what do I think about the Ontario SP10? A lot of bang for the buck. 60 bucks, man. It's usually a big knife is over 100 bucks nowadays. So 1095 carbon steel. It's not an expensive steel, but it's a good steel. It's very rugged and tough. Let's take excuse the car in the background. The edge looks good. You know, this has been used a good amount of time, so the finish is still pretty well. The grip is really good. No shock. That Criton works great. The hook is awesome. This is totally safe for, you know, slippage. Besides, like I said, it hitting your hand a little bit, that hurts a little bit. 1/4 inch thick. Lots of mass, lots of power. Man, 60 bucks, it's definitely a winner. 1 to 10. I'll probably give it around a 7. It's definitely worth the money. The only thing I don't really like is the sheath. That's the only thing. But there you go. Thanks for stopping by, and until the next time we meet.